Good morning, everyone. Well, I did the math on that plowing job, and it honestly didn't make any sense at all for me to do it with the equipment that I had. I'm looking at a minimum of about 50 farm sim acres. So, yeah, put a 6-meter plow on that, and there's no way I would get that done before the snow flies. So I went and got some help. Early this morning, went up and picked up a new little toy for myself, just to make this possible. So I've got my big 8x8 man truck. There you go. I'm just gonna come into here. It's kind of a central work area. The French call them ETAs, so they're like union co-ops, where all the farmers get together and share equipment. Very popular in multiplayer in the French community. Kind of along the lines of what John did for K-Sender Map, where there's a sort of a head office area where everybody can put the shared equipment. Anyway, let's see. Got that. Okay, still don't have any mirrors working on this map, so this is going to make this a little tougher. Let's see here. Drop that. Pull this guy ahead a little bit. And turn off the lights. Shut them down. Put the parking brake on. Alright. Oh, cool thing too. You can open the doors on this thing with the keyboard. So it's no IC. It's cool. Anyway, look what I got myself. Huh? Huh? This is gonna get it done. Nice little toy. All right. Well, my Finnish friends have been sorry, buddy. I've been working on the Vultra 8000. She's got a new paint job. Got some more IC. She's been MR'd for more realistic. She's got an amazing gearbox in her. And yeah, all around, excellent choice. So, let's see here. I got the tractor up at the ETA, but I had the plow delivered here at the shop. So it's, yeah, it's gonna be a challenge getting this sucker down there. So let's see what we can do with that. And all the way back. Oh, gentle, Mark, gentle. Brake on. And yeah, hook that sucker up. Ah, there you go. This is the Grégoire Besson from the Big Bud pack. Never got to use this thing. Let's have some fun. Okay, so let's pick a nice low gear for this thing here. Hang on, forward. Alright, a little bit of a medium gear maybe. Oops. And try that. Yeah, that'll do fine. Alright. Let's get some beacon lights on. This is gonna get risky. So, yeah, we're gonna go around this gate, because these gates always are notorious for seeing the tractor, but not the trailer. And if it catches that big plow, we're not going anywhere. So let's go here. So I'm just gonna use my hand throttle here to get us going nice and steady. This is not gonna be an easy run, as this is a very, very tight little town. And those wheels back there are not steering. So let's see here. Alright. Nice and gentle. Let's go into a slightly higher gear. Not that high. More like that. There you go. So now I'm in the high range, second gear. It's got a very strange transmission, this thing. It kind of has a high and a low range. Well, it has a low, a medium, and a high range. Then it has 4 speeds. And then it looks like it has... Oh, brakes. Then it looks like it has 3 CVT gears on top of that. So, let's see if that swing works. Come on, swing, puppy, swing. Yeah, she's working. Whoops. Lady, don't you see me? I got beacon lights on and everything. All right, let's kick it into slightly higher gear. All right. Third gear. Fourth gear. There we go. Now we're rolling. As long as we don't meet up any traffic, we're going to be just fine. Okay, make the turn nice and wide. Turn this down a little bit. Just going to push in the clutch and coast for a bit here because this corner is a bit treacherous. Doesn't really swing like you would expect it to because it's got that big tail on it too. So it's not bad. Alright, let's get moving. Okay, so we'll bring this all the way up to the ETA. Then we'll get ourselves all set up with the big boy. And if I'm lucky, I can get this done in a single day. If I'm lucky. Gonna have to do it because tomorrow is winter and it's gonna snow. So we gotta keep moving. Nice old tractor. You know, I've been rather harsh on the Valtras in my past. I really do not enjoy the new modern Valtras at all. I don't like the looks of them. I don't like the feel of them. But these old guys, I mean, you know, who would have thought? A guy who's all about Case IH turns into a Valtra guy. And there's a modding community in Finland, apparently, who loves them as much as I do. So that's not a bad thing. They're making them better and better all the time. Just the dashboard is so much better than it used to be. I wonder if that fuel gauge works. I know the RPM gauge works. Speedometer works over in the corner over there. I'm thinking about maybe putting some Green Star on this puppy here. She looks like she needs a good GPS for when we get really working. Something aftermarket. Alright, let's see here. I don't think I need to bring it in there to hook it up. Let's just stop this right here. Alright, turn down the first gears. Put the brake on. Look at her. She's gorgeous. Just freaking gorgeous. And they got a nice red color on her now. Not color selectable yet, but I don't mind that. I like her as a red. I like her as a redhead. Go. So we'll just park you up to the side here. Bring you home tonight. After all this craziness is over with. Alright, there we go. Handbrake. Shut it down. And close the door in case it snows. Alright. And, I should close the door on this guy too while I'm at it. And turn off the beacons and the lights and stuff. This truck it's really awesome actually. I'm really enjoying this thing. For hauling equipment, there's really nothing better. So, turn off the beacon lights. Close the door. Jump out before it closes. No, it didn't do it. Hang on. Close the door. This one needs a little bit of improvement, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, now this guy here. I chose this guy here because I did some research. You know, I've told you before, I'm not really a farmer. I'm just a farm simmer. And I was looking into these things. And it seems that in Poland and in France, these guys get used for plowing big fields. And the research that I did, I was looking to use a big disc bind, or sorry, a disc plow. But everything I found, they still use these guys. They still use the, I forget what you call them, harrows? No, they're not harrows. Bottoms? No. I forget now. Anyway, they use these kind of plows to do their field work. So we're going to go with that. Alright. Okay. Beautiful. I love this thing. Just stunning. So, all the way down there is our farm. So we're going to go with that. We're going to go up and down. And we're going to join all these fields together. So let's see here. Just going to take us up to the top corner over here. Line us up. Like so. Okay. Bring the plow into the field with me. Now, the way that I've been watching them do this stuff is that they tend to do all the middle stuff and then worry about the headlands after. Let's see here. Flip that over that way. Yeah, we'll cut away from the center. Beautiful work. Okay, just take a moment to set up the GPS. Okay. So we're going to do this with the lines for a little while here. It doesn't like that at all. Just to get started. Because I'm not convinced she's right yet. Set the hand throttle to max. Alright. What are we doing here? Looking good. Alright. So it looks like there is multi-terrain angle, but not quite enough angles on this map. So let's see here if we hit that. Okay. This is rather impressive to me anyway. This is probably the biggest plow I have ever pulled. It's a 10-meter plow. Takes about 600 horsepower to pull it. It's been MR'd, so it's more realistic. The tractor is also MR'd and gearboxed. Feels like it's got a good steady pull to it. It's not hunting for gears too much. Nice and steady. 1900 RPM. Looking good. What's our speed? About 10. 9 or 10. It's not too bad. I like it when they do stuff like that, when these gauges here work. Now, the one beside it should be the gear, telling me what gear I'm in, and it seems to be locked in 12th gear, which I think is the top gear for this tractor. Now, I was doing some testing with it, and it felt like 10th gear was about the best gear for this thing to be steady. Of course, not having the HUD, I can't tell you which gear I'm in. Oh yeah, I talked to the farmer about it, and we are going to be removing this road. So we're just going to ignore that sound. Bye-bye, road. And we're going to go right through it. There you go. Yeah, because there's another access point to that grass field from the other road, and what he wants is he wants this all as one big giant field. Help out his harvest. He also bought those big silos there right across from us there. Those are way too big for a dairy farm, but now that he's growing his operation, that'll be fine. Okay, hang on a second here. Let me just gear it down one. Up the PTO. Going down to 6 kilometers per hour uphill. You wouldn't think this big monster would have a problem, but you know what? It's only 30 horsepower above the requirement of this plow, so it's going to work for it. This field here might be a bit of an issue. I don't feel like we're slipping too much here. 7.2. It's going to be good. This is the hardest part right here. 7 kilometers an hour. Yeah, this is good. This is good. We're going to be fine. Like I said, this is pretty much the biggest plowing job I could ever take on. And it's just fun. It's fun to do it. I kind of enjoyed, we were testing a map for Rubber Burner last week. And we pulled out Big Bud, and we pulled out a whole bunch of stuff. And I just really enjoyed doing the big gear thing, so I figured, what the heck, might as well carry on and get more big gear stuff. Okay. Lift her up. Flip her over. Turn her around. There we go. Now. Oops, got a little bit bunged up there. She got a little bit bound on the turn. I don't like that. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. Where are we at now? Okay, she's turned. Get the GPS on. Drop the plow. Right about there. Put the hand throttle to full. There you go. Going downhill. 12. Okay, that doesn't seem right, does it? Okay, stop right there. And GPS needs to be set to auto turn. Lift her back up again. Let's just go around and we'll get this done right. Okay. The other thing I feel like I need a little bit more control over the transmission. So the automatic is just not cutting it for me today. There we go. Okay, now we're on the right side of it. Alright, let's just stop right here. Handbrake on. Go into the menu. Auto clutch, automatic. Nope, let's go to manual. Off. No, we'll get the auto clutch on. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now. Handbrake off. And don't want to drop it there. Let's just get it straightened out first. Don't know much about these plows, but I can imagine that the forces on them, if I drop them at the wrong angle, she's gonna suffer a little bit. Alright, what's that doing for me now? 1900 RPM, 13 kilometers an hour. Full throttle on the hand throttle. Let's see what she does. The whole more realistic gearbox mod thing without a HUD adds a whole other level of complexity. This is where having mods that will one day tell you what gear you're in and what your percentages are and what your wheel slip is will really pay off. So, note to mod authors, if you can make that screen there tell me more information that's actually usable, I would love you forever. Let's see what she does now. Feel like she's dropping RPMs a little too much. Let's go down one gear. Need her in that power range. I feel like if she drops below 1900, she's not gonna like us. So we will try to keep her in that speed range. Alright. A little bit of a strip of grass left there, despite the field creation. But that's alright. I think we can make that work. It's gonna be a long day, but you gotta go all the way over there with it. Then we gotta do the headlands. But you know what? I think it's gonna be a fun day, because I'm already enjoying this. This is probably as big a piece of equipment as you can get in the game. This is certainly the biggest in-game tractor, short of going to the big buds. And that is definitely the biggest plow. So this is pretty much as hardcore as you get. Yeah, it's looking good. Nice steady RPMs. Steady speed around 10 kilometers. She's pulling good and steady. We got this. We got this. Well, looks like it's already been 12 minutes on here, so let's see. We'll finish off this row, see if I can do the turn properly on this time without jamming up my plow. All the way to the end. Let's try turning and then doing the shift of the plow. See if I can get myself straightened out before I turn the plow. Looks like the GPS figured herself out. Okay, now flip the plow over. Drop it. All right, looks like we're in business. Off we go. So this section went super well. I'm mostly in 10th gear for most of it. When I go downhill, I can go up to 11th gear. But I'm kind of working by engine sound, so when the RPMs drop off, I can keep an eye on my RPMs. When the RPMs drop off a little bit too much, I just gear it down one. But so far, so good. So I'm going to go off and do the other side over there. I'm going to keep this road here because that's an access road to the little forest over there and a wrap around the field. But I'm going to go and cut across the top and plow in the other direction for a little while. And then all I'll have to do after that is the headlands. So I think that I will definitely get this done today. And then I'll wrap things up here and see if we can make it to Germany tomorrow. Or close to the border anyway. Still looking for another job. Always looking for a job. But we're heading east. So I will leave you guys here. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you to TNT Modding for making this map. I've really enjoyed it. Please feel free to check them out. I'm going to put their Facebook in my description. Feel free to check them out. And we will, let's see, lift that up. There we go. Yeah, can I turn this direction without binding it? Yep, all right. Just go up a couple of gears. Go back up to the top of the field and we'll go take care of that. All right. You have a great night. Thank you so much for joining me.